Hello and welcome back to NK Zagreb, and we start on this screen for a number of reasons. 1, we're professional. 2, I'm a favoured personnel. And 3, we're predicted to finish bottom of the league, which isn't really a surprise. What is a surprise is that we find ourselves third after one game. I played the first game offline because it was just against Slaven Belopo and we've played them before. But as we've come back for the second and third games of the season where we're going to be playing Rijeka and Rudez. Rijeka because I've been there and it's a very nice place in Croatia. I very much liked it and they're a very strong team in the division. And Rudez because they signed Damir Simjonovic off us. Where is he? There he is, starting up front for them. He has 1 goal in 1 game and an 8.3. He's going to be an absolute handful. But yeah, interesting as well when we go into here is if we look at the season preview, we're predicted to finish 10th, 1,000 to 1. We were 900 to 1. So I think that means that the transfers I've made, they don't rate them very much. It's interesting to see the 2 promoted teams that have come up both 1,000 to 1. We were both 900 to 1 and then 1,000 to 1. So it could also be that the other teams have strengthened so much that they think it's going to be harder for us. But we got off to a fantastic start by beating Slaven Belopo 3-1 in the league. It was wonderful. Pusic getting a goal, a youngster. Peditin getting a goal, a youngster. And Kubel getting a goal as well, the right winger who needs to impress because his place is up for grabs now we've had reinforcements. But pre-season was good as well. Again, Brett Higgins still in charge of everything. We have Nagbiom, 3-2 friendly win. Puso and Haber getting the goals. Aaron Haber, someone I'm not too sure you guys will recognise. Komlo, Liber, Mijakovic and Polic getting the goals. Vrancic got sent off in that one. Draglovilic 0-0, that was boring. 2-2, Jukla Prague, or Prague, I don't know why I said Prague. Jukla Prague, we beat them with Peditin and Zlatko Skender getting the goals. Then we welcomed Mlad Bolosev to the arena and Zlatko Ramic got us a goal with Jan Klimet getting them a goal. 3-0, we beat Sipin, Antonio Regovic popping up with a hat-trick, which was very nice indeed. And yeah, it was good. 3-1 away win. We took 48 fans to Slaven Belopo and we beat them, which was great. Rubbed it in. And today, as I said, we got Rijeka and Rudez and we're getting money. We get money for the competition. It's great. We basically have more money coming in than ever before. If we finish bottom, we still get £83,500, which is incredible. If we finish 9th, we get £167,000, which is more competition prize money than ever before. And we're in the Croatian Cup, so we're going to get money from that as well. The draw hasn't been done yet, but if we go and have a look at the rules, maybe not. Maybe there isn't any money for this, but it does give us another way into Europe. Winners qualify for the first round. It doesn't say of what. I'm going to assume the Europa League, but yeah, it's going very well. So the only thing left to do is look at who we've bought in and who we've let go. So if we go into the transfers, there's been a lot going on, as you can tell. We're going to get into a bit more of that page in detail in a minute, but here are the transfers. We still haven't got a £100,000 man yet. It's not going to be far away though. We have a £95,000 man, which is our most expensive. We've spent 350k, so we haven't been shy of trying to increase our squad as we've got promoted. But yeah, Tramatona, we let him go on loan to Sipin. Simjonovic, we know, moved to Rudez. And then we've let loads of people go on loan. Not really that many to talk about. Our youngsters, although actually there is one to talk about. Yuri Dos Santos has gone on a free transfer to Samobor, which is annoying. I was just going to keep him around, really. I know he wasn't very good, but he's gone on loan to a non-league team in Croatia. Probably a bit more his level, but we'll keep an eye on him. We're going to see how he does, but yeah, other than that, just a lot of loanees going out. What we've found since we've got promoted to the first league is that suddenly a lot of our young players' potential has dropped off the cliff along with their current ability, because they're just not as good as they were when we were in the lower divisions, and as soon as we got to the first division, it's now, yeah, they're really not as good. But let's go to the ins. We have increased our team somewhat. Vice Malic was the first one brought in. He was actually brought in by Brett Higgins, the head of youth development, Brett Higgins. Hello Brett, thank you for finding this player. He's got very good potential. He's got good stats, finishing 15, first touch 14, heading 11, acceleration 11. He's got good stats to be a poacher. We are training him to try and develop we should be anyway. No, we haven't. We're trying to develop his complete forwardness so that he can play in a formation. I love a complete forward, so if we can get a youngster like him training to be, at least increase his complete forward stats. I mean, you have to increase quite a lot to be it, but he looks like he's going to be very good. He's here on a hot prospect contract, £95 a week. He was a free transfer from GOSK. Then we bought in a centre-back from the team we beat in the playoff final, Sibanek, for £70,000. Robert Babcock comes in. As you can see, one of the better players at the club, an important player for us. £850 a week. That's the sort of wages we're now playing. But we've got good agility, good stamina, good bravery, very good physical attributes. Heading, marking, tackling, all 12 or above. Concentration's good, aggression's good, anticipation's a bit poor. Positioning could be better, but he started the season very well in his one game, getting a 7.8. And I've brought him in because in the first league last year, playing 31 games, for a team that was so far away the worst in the league, he still got a 6.69, which I was quite encouraged by. So I'm going to give him a go. He's one of the starting centre-backs for the season. Tries to play his way out of trouble is an annoying trait, which I'm trying to train off him. But he is in to be one of the centre-backs partnership. Next up, another defender. We strengthened. I focused on defence first. I thought if we focus our defence, then that will make us better as a whole. Sergei Kostinsin comes in from Russia, Russian club Tambov in the first division in Russia for £64,000. 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability. He's 25 years old, £1,000 a week, but gives us a much better option at left back. Dedic was past it. He's still at the squad as a backup, but he is past it. Good dribbling, decent crossing, good passing, good tackling, good marking. Decisions is okay, concentration is 11, anticipation is good, pace is okay, but good work rate, good teamwork and decent positioning. I think he's going to be pretty good for us. He's happy to be at the club, and his first game he got a 6.6, which was a little bit disappointing, but I'm hoping this works out. Next up, the big money signing, £95,000, our biggest ever transfer in this save. Tom Zerga comes in to put pressure on Kubel at right wing. 23-year-old Slovenian, signed from Triglav in the Slovenian second league. They just got relegated from the first division. I'm very much looking forward to this guy playing. Good crossing, good corners. 10s all round for dribbling, finishing, first touch. He's just his stats. There's so much yellow and white on there. You know he's going to be good. Technique, passing, off the ball, work rate and vision could be a little bit higher, but good pace, good acceleration, a winger, right-footed. I'm looking forward to it. If we play him out there, he'll be an inside forward, but he can do that. He'll be able to do that just as well. And 8 pros and 2 cons was one of the best scouting assessments we had from Ken Wynn for the whole of the scouting I've done over the summer. He was absolutely incredible. Ian Allen, our director of football, thinks he's going to be incredible. Everyone thinks he's going to be incredible, to be honest. I mean, it's like, if we look at Brett has judging ability 8, judging potential 8. Potential ability 4.5, current ability 4. Ian Allen, 12 and 12, and he rates him at 4.5 star, 4.5 star. So I'm impressed. And look how much better he is than any right winger we have at the squad. As a striker, he's number 7 at the club, and as a right midfielder, he's number 1 as well. So I don't really mind. He's selfish. He'll have a few shots. Tendency not to get stuck in. That most wingers don't like to get stuck in. So I'm really not that fussed. I don't think you can look back at an old scouting report once you've signed someone. Basically, Ken Wynn scouted him for me and said he was a 92 rated player out of 100. We need to sign him at any cost. And I did. They wanted like 156k. So to get him down to 95k, I was very, very happy with. Then we've bought in one of Kostinstein's colleagues from Russia, from Tambov, for £42,500. We bought in Oleg Shmernov as a goalkeeper, 3-star current ability, 3-star potential ability. He signed up as a first teamer on £650 a week. Now, this would have been done a lot earlier in the transfer window, but he wanted £1,200, and I wasn't prepared to pay him that because he's not that much better than Knezovic, but he's in. He's much taller than Knezovic. He's got a bit more weight behind him. His jumping reach, his strength is much better. He is a better goalkeeper. If we compare him to Knezovic in here, if we go down to Ante Knezovic, as you can see, he's more of an all-rounder than Knezovic, which is good. Distribution and shot stopping is a little bit lower, but to be a better all-rounder, I think is better for us. And then the coaching report, Knezovic is even described now as a backup player in his prime years, and Shmernov is described as a squad player in his prime years. That was first team player in his prime years, or important player or something in his prime years. Until we bought in Karol Hrubez from Victoria Zizkov in Croatia, the Czech second division. So you can argue a bit of a step up for him. But £70,000 has bought us in Karol Hrubez, who looks like a very good goalkeeper. 3.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability. He's 28 years old, first team player, and can still improve. £1,000 a week. Him and Smirnov were signed on the same day. So if you can imagine that photo where they have the manager like hugging the two players with the scarves and the shirts, we would have had two goalkeepers there, and probably Knežević crying in the corner because he's not going to be our first team goalkeeper anymore. Well, he is until he really messes up, which could be in the game against Rijeka. But yeah, this guy's come in, and if we compare this guy to Ante Knežević, he's just a lot better. I mean, aerial better, eccentricity is much more eccentric, which is good and bad in certain ways. Communication slightly lower, but mental he's better. Speed is less, but I don't really mind because we're not playing as a sweet goalkeeper, we're playing as a goalkeeper. Physical is better, shot stopping is better, distribution is better. All round he's better. 6'6" and weighs a bit more as well. The guy's going to be very, very good. And then you look at attributes and look how many more of them are so far over to the left. I'm just very, very happy to get him in for what we did. I mean, we potentially paid a little bit more, but we pulled their first goalkeeper away, so they negotiated us up. But all in all, I'm very happy. Let me know what you think down below with these transfers and how we've got on. But yeah, I'm very happy. However, we've gone professional, which means our staff increase has been phenomenal. It's been so good. We've managed to get a new goalkeeping coach who I know I haven't done these on screen, but this one is going to be Lovro Gaming because he's asked to be a goalkeeping coach, and he's one of our best coaches at the club. 14, 14, 14 all over the board. We still have myself as manager. Assistant manager is still the same guy, Marco Toss. I am trying my hardest to replace him with someone better, but he knows the club quite well, so I don't know, we'll see. I also need to get him to I need to get someone in who prefers all of our formations as well. So marking is quite tight for me, pressing is quite urgent, playing mentality is generally attacking or positive, coaching style, don't mind that, playing style, short passing we need to find, and preferred formation is a 4-1-2-2-1 obviously, or a 4-3-3, I will accept that as well. Who else do we have in here? We have Ross Jacobs as our coach, we have Ian Allen as our director of football, we have Derek Murphy as our fitness coach, we have Lovro Gaming as our goalkeeping coach, and we have Brett Higgins as our head of youth development, which is leaving us pretty good, to be honest, in the first division, if you look at it there. For the recruitment team, obviously we have we have Ian Allen as a director of football, then we have Ken Wynn as our chief scout, and then the 4 scouts we have all brought in are all new now. We got rid of our old scouts because they weren't very good. We've brought in lots of new scouts, and we got a chief data analyst who is going to get a nickname, and that nickname is going to be Jan Petrick. Jan, you are in the club as our chief data analyst, so you'll be linking up with Ken Wynn quite a lot. Why don't you say hello to each other in the comments? You'll be linking up to give us data and analysis on the players we look to sign. Then we've got our physio, so we've got Olivier Matern, who's new in the club, and Ante Knežević, no relation to the other Knežević, is back in as a physio. He left the club and then rejoined us, so yeah, that was interesting. And then we've got a sports scientist in Predrag Griezmann. So it's all going pretty well. We've got 1 space left, which will probably be ahead of sports science so that we complete the lot. But we've got the best scouts in the system. Thank you, Ken Wynn. We've got nearly the best data analysts and all that sort of jazz. So thank you, Jan Petrick. And we've got a great coaching team. So thanks to all the other Patreons that are involved in that. And if you want to be a Patreon and get your name in my backroom staff, all you got to do is click the link below that takes you to Patreon, and you can donate $1 a month and you get your name in the game. As long as you're donating, your name will be in this game. I think that is everything we had to discuss. Dynamics wise, obviously match cohesion's taking a bit of a hit, not as much as normal when you sign loads of players because we've got quite a lot of them around. But yeah, it's going alright. Dressing room atmosphere is down a little bit. A few people are starting to moan that the squad is lacking depth in defence again. I'm going to try and sign us a right back, I think. That's because Palic is on loan. I think we need to look to improve it. Dedic is going to start this game at left back just because Konstantin's first start, 6.6, wasn't brilliant. But quite a lot of people are thinking defence is the problematic area. So we've got 3 goalkeepers, all that are pretty good. You know, the first team, reserve, backup, and then reserve. At the moment, Knežević will start in goal. Hublebs will actually be on the bench for this one. And then defence, so Palic is really good up there, Skender's really good, Konstantin's pretty good, we have Babok up there who's pretty good, so they're just worried about the backup really, and I think the main concern is maybe left back, a backup for Konstantin, or maybe someone to start over Konstantin and we sell Dedic. And then right back, Palic is on loan, so the backup right back who's at the club, a 3-star in Barisic, isn't brilliant, but he's pretty good. And then midfield, we've got pretty good strength. So Liber on loan, Bektassi, Pusic, this guy, his first game in the season, he's a youngster that's going to get in a lot of game time. 1 goal, 1 appearance, an 8.3 rating. Played 28 games out on loan at Krlovic. Not doing brilliantly in the third league, but seems to have taken a step up wonderfully well. So he'll be getting a go. A lot of you have been saying focus on the youth we've got at the club, so that's what we're going to try and do. We are going to try and mix it in a little bit as well. So obviously we've got Bektassi who starts at the club, Pusic, a youngster at the club. We have Skender, a youngster who's come through the club. Knežević starts at the club. We've got Peritin, a youngster through the club. Parmasejevic, a youngster through the club. So yeah, I think we've got a good balance going on at the moment, which is absolutely wonderful. So let's get into the game really. Not much else to discuss. Osijek v Lokomotiv Hajduk, which I've been told is Hajduk I think, but we're going to stick with Hajduk because that's how I say it. Are playing Rudes, who we've got next. So Zagreb v Rijeka. We're not on TV. I do love Rijeka's kit. I hope they've got their third kit in the game, which is the one I bought when I was in Rijeka. But this is how we're going to line up. It'll be Knežević in goal until he fucks up. Palic at right back, Babok, Skender and Dedic at the back. Pusic, Liber, Bektassi, Kubel, Majic and Peritin up front. Leaving us on the bench, Hrubs on his yet to make his debut. Konstantin as a cover for full-back position. Sadiki as the cover at centre-back. Polic cover at central midfield, Zerga to cover the right wing when Kubel gets knackered, he always does. Mihakovic covering the left wing, and Kolaric offering a bit of utility up front and the wings as well. So I'm happy with the squad. I think the transfer window is still open, so there is potential deals still to have. Tom Zerga, you are definitely not getting number 9. You can get number 17, and Hubez will be number 13, although he will most likely be the number 1 goalkeeper at the club in the future. So we've gone through our team. This is how they line up. Sluga, Raspovic, Subaric, Puncek, Zuta, Lonkar, Grahovac, Gorgon, Knežević, Pavcic and Pujic up there as well. It still seems like the 4-2-3-1 2DM wide formation is the popular one, and they're saying that Tomislav Knežević will be the key man in the middle of the park for them today. Someone we've scouted. I think we tried to get him on loan last season, but he doesn't really fit our formation. But here we go. We just need to go out there. We're at home. Let's go and give the fans a performance, even though the odds are against us. Let's go out there and do it. There's a lot more to come. There's a lot more to come from absolutely everybody. This is our first real test, and we are staying. He's working hard to be in. It won't be long. It won't be long until the goalkeeper comes in. But this is a proper test now of how we're going to fare in this division. I mean, Rijeka started the season poorly. They'll be looking to get revenge on us for their first... they got a draw in their first league game. So, no, they didn't. They got a loss because this will be their only point. So, it'll be interesting to see how we fare, and we'll be back for any highlights. And here we go. Puncek has it for Rijeka into Pavlicic. We're still playing an attacking formation, remember, and that might be our downfall. As Gorgon gets ahead, Knežević makes the easy save. And Rijeka starting quite strong. We just need to... I don't want to change how we play. I think it's good. We keep the possession. We try and move the ball around as Dedic puts it into Pusic. Back to Dedic. Dedic comes forward. He's the only player really... Him and Knežević are the only players in this team are massively at risk in their positions. Kubel will eventually get forced out by our highest transfer amount player, whose name escapes me at the moment, even though I know he's on the bench. But Pavicic comes forward for Rijeka, looks all the way out to the right to Gorgon. Gorgon has it up against his man, and he's put off by that tackle. Pusic back to Skender. Skender holds on to the ball, up to Bektassi. Bektassi looks to turn, comes forward. He's robbed by Gorgon. Gorgon into Pujic. Knežević is there, into Lonkar. Lonkar is waiting for that run on the left. No one gave it to him. Pavcic shoots. What a finish that is, and that's the difference of level. Pavcic with a fantastic hit from 25, 30 yards out. That's incredible. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. Knežević into Lonkar. Lonkar just held this up, played it down the line into Pavcic. Was one touch out of his feet, and then, I mean, Knežević has got no chance. It's 1-0 Rijeka. Babok with a free kick, short to Palic. Palic turns infield to Liber. Liber turns, holds the ball, looks to go over the top, but it's intercepted. Bektassi keeps it alive. Palic is there on the right hand side, cuts in field. He looked for Kubel. Bektassi still there. Liber, Palic again. Palic shoots, and that's easy for Sluga to make the save. And I mean, we're doing okay, other than conceding the goal. We're playing alright. Zutar, ball in. Gorgon's there, he's onside. Rijeka makes it 2-0. Ah. This is the problem. These teams are going to be so clinical. Zutar, long ball into the box, and it was just number 4. Is that Babok or Skender? It was Babok who misjudged the header. Oh, no, they were calling it back then for maybe an offside call, and I skipped it, which is annoying. But half an hour gone, we find ourselves 2-0 down. Palic comes forward with it after Pusic. Good interception on the ball into Liber. Liber has it into Bektassi. Bektassi shoots from range, and it just goes over the bar. And we've dropped down into 8th. However, if we can just be ahead of Istra and Slaven Blupo, I don't care. In fact, if we just don't finish bottom, because I think we'll win whichever playoff. I think we're better than anybody that's in the 2nd division. So I think if we get that playoff spot, it's a good season. It's 5 minutes to go till half time. So into half time we go. We've had the fair share of the possession, not enough shots created, which is what this tactic relies on when we get our people forward. I'm just going to calmly say, unlucky. I don't want to be too harsh on them. This is a tough game. Rijeka have recently won the league, but we are going to change to the 4-3-3. Paritin's going to go into his favoured attacking midfield, advanced forward role. We're going to bring on Kolaric is going to come on for Majic, who's not been playing brilliantly. We're going to Kubel a little bit longer onto this right hand side as advanced forward. Bektassi, Pusic will swap round, so we'll put them like that. Dedic, this is what I mean, 6.2, he's got to come off at a 6.2. Kostinstin will come on as well, so we'll use 2 subs at half time and a change of how we're going to play. I mean, we're 2-0 down, I don't mind about losing 3 or 4 if we go for it, and I think the 3 players up front gives us that option to really go for it. But straight away, Rijeka have a corner, and it comes. Pulic with the header, Knezovic with a good save. Palic clears up to Kubel. Kubel turns into Kolaric. Kolaric's got some runners all around him, off to Kostin, who puts it up the line to Paritin, but that's a poor pass, and they've now gone long, and Pulic, oh my word, how's he brought that down there? That's ridiculously good. Corner to Rijeka then. Pavicic will take it, and it goes, and Knezovic gets a good punch up to Kolaric. Kolaric to Kubel. He's got Paritin on this left-hand side if he can find him, but turns into the man, and yeah, it's not... We're doing okay. We're doing okay. That's the only way I can describe it. Going to demand a bit more from them. Pavicic back to Lonkar. Lonkar to Razpopovic. Razpopovic shoots, and Knezovic sees it over the bar. Got in with a throw. Paritin's beaten in the air, and what's going on here? We've got VAR, and it's a free kick. It's just a hard tackle, though. I think they're consulting VAR for a possible red card there. So let's go into this. We'll do 6.3. Bektassi's struggling. Kubel is struggling. We're going to bring on Polic, and I think in the next game against Rudez, we're going to give debuts to the new goalkeeper and new right winger. So Rubez and Zerga will be getting their debuts in the next game. Not been impressed with Kubel. We'll ask Paritin to ease off the tackle. Zuta gets his head to it. Lonkar gets it away into Knezovic. Knezovic to Pavicic, and Rijeka have pretty much dominated this game. Zuta into Lonkar. Knezovic, they come forward. Pujic shoots from oh, Knezovic. I know they're good, but there is no excuse for that. That is literally a shot straight at you. And it looks like that win against Slaven Blupo is going to be very, very important, as Knezovic turns here, fires it into Pulic, and Knezovic, bloody hell in goal. That's dreadful. It's absolutely dreadful. Demand more. Long throw coming in. Paritin's beaten in the air. Liber, can he get a shot off? Polic shoots, it's blocked. Paritin keeps it alive. Just get us a goal. It'll be good for the fans to see a goal against Rijeka. Babok keeps it alive. Can he put a cross in? He does. Paritin's free at the back post. Why head it? Why head it? Just chest it down and volley it. Long throw again. Palic takes it short actually to Liber, mixing it up a bit. Polic out to Kubel. Liber again. Liber keeps it alive. Palic is there. Puts a cross in looking for Polic. Comes out to Liber. He's got lots of space on the left hand side out here. Uses Skender, who for some reason the centre back's gone out to the left. Puts a ball in. Pusic picks it up. Shoots from range just past the post. Luga. Long goal kick forward. And Kostin brings it out the air, lovely. Up the line to Pusic. Pusic goes up the line to Paritin, who's not had too much luck up front today. Sluga. That's got to be a back... How is that not a back pass? Sorry, what? How is that not a back pass? Konstantin goes up the line, Pusic. Pusic overhits the pass. He literally passes that back and he picks it up. That's ridiculous. What the hell? That's 100% a back pass. I'm not going mental, am I? That is a back pass. Well, we still have the highlight. Pusic looks over the top and it comes out to Pavcic. Pavcic, Knežević. Knežević out to Gorgon. Gorgon runs with it down the right hand side, gets past the tackle, puts a ball in. If they had scored from that, I would have been absolutely fuming. That's ridiculous. That's a back pass. I can't believe that. Babok comes forward with it. Babok goes long up the line, and that's easy for the Rijeka defenders to intercept. And Pavcic brings it forward into Knežević. Long ball forward. Peritin's got in behind. This is his first real chance. Penalty! And that's got to be a red card. The offence was outside the box. Bollocks, was it? Surely he's got to be red carded if it's outside the box then, because the double jeopardy doesn't count. Zuparic, VAR said it was outside the box. A yellow. It's got to be a red card. He's through 1-on-1 and he's outside the box, so it's not double jeopardy. Kubel will line over it. He hits it straight into the wall. I mean, we've been robbed from a goal there. Kubel out to Kostinjin. Babok keeps it alive. Back to Kostinjin. Kotzin into Skender. And just... Oh, there was a back pass. We've been denied a red card for them. I'm not saying it would massively change the game, but 20 minutes left and playing against 10 men, we could make a real difference. Skender goes back to Knežević. He doesn't pick it up. We play by the rules here in Zagreb. Peritin is in behind again. 1-on-1 and he fires it into the corner. It's 3-1. Don't run over here. Go and get the bloody ball. Go and get the ball. We've got 20 minutes. Come on. So Skender picked it up after not doing a back pass to the goalkeeper. Over the ball. Peritin lovely in behind the pass and then left-footed finish neatly into the bottom corner. 3-1. Zuta with a throw-in up to Pulisic. Pulisic goes back. Zuta with the ball across. Gorgon's there. Knežević saves and Kostin's hoofs it away for a throw into Rijeka. Kostinsin up to Pusic, who's had a good game. Over the top, Kalaric. 1.8k. Is it straight at the goalkeeper? I'm still going on about his price tag because he really has not really done well enough for that price tag. And it was so cheap as well. Like, looking back on what we've just spent on the new players, it was ridiculously cheap. I mean, Palic not having a brilliant game. Babok having a poor game. Skender's having a good game. Kostinsin comes on and not done that well. Oh, Peritin knocks it back to him. Goes up the line again. Raspovic intercepts it. Puncic is there. He's dallying on the ball a bit. Sluga with a bit of a poor kick up. Pusic gets there. Liber back to Skender. Skender up to Pusic. Pusic back to Skender. There's 2 minutes left. Ball over the top looking for Kubel. It's headed away. Polic will pick it up. Polic to Liber. Liber out to Palic. Palic on the right hand side, ball across, looking for Peritin. He hits that one on the volley. Now that's what he should have done with the first one. So 2 minutes to go as we enter injury time. Liber heads it away, but Knežević picks this up. Out it goes to Raspovic. Raspovic put under pressure, lays it back to Gorgon. Shot from range and goes past the post. And this is going to be a tough season. Long ball over the top, looking for Kubel. Kubel tries to get in behind. Zuparic tackles him. And I'm wondering if this is a league too high for Kubel as well. I don't want to judge the conclusions. It's only 2 games in the first division, but we really need to figure out what we want to do. I don't want to change our style of play too much. I like us playing in the way we did to get here. And I think we need to stick to our principles a little bit as well. If we go down, no one expected us to get up here anyway. So I'm trying to be realistic about it all, but we'll see what happens. As there goes the final whistle. It's 3-1 Rijeka. Our first game at home in the first league. Doesn't end how it went. It's just one of those days, yeah. Relaxed and motivated. That's what we want to see. A few of them gain confidence. But, yeah, I mean, Rudez have just drawn with Hajduk. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting going into the next game. We'll send the assistant to that one. We'll be back for the game against the Dudes, who find themselves in 2nd place. So, as you can see, we're in the hunt for a right back. And this is the guy who I really, really wanted. I really wanted him, but I can't really afford him anymore. Look at the rating he's got there from the... Like, it'd be so good to get him in. He would help us in the right back situation. However, we can't afford him, so we're going to go a little bit lower. I think someone like this who can play right and left back. I know he's 30, but he's got some okay stats. I'm going to give him a scout. Who's interested in him? Bodesia and Croatia on loan. I mean, it's interesting. It would cost us 18.5k, which really isn't that much at all to get him in. So we'll see what the scouts say. We've been looking around a bit. I mean, like, I've scouted quite a few of them. 92. Ruben Yem. Another one that I really wanted to get in who he just didn't want to move to us. Only 30% scouted, but Ken Wynn absolutely loves him. I mean, look at this. He's rated to be very good. And he plays as a wing back, which would help us. He would need to learn the language. It cost estimated 110k. I mean, if we put in a cheeky little... We've got 174. Will this guy be the first 100k man? They want 275, so we'll give you... We'll go with 100. I think right back is sort of what we need from a team perspective. Maybe left back, because neither of the left backs will play well. They're not budging from that, so we're going to cancel that offer. I mean, this guy, 81 rated, but he was scouted when... if we go scout report and overviews... Yeah, he was scouted when we still had Stafouge at the club. So, I mean, he does play as a complete wing-back, so he would suit how we play. He just doesn't look very good. I don't understand why he's rated so highly. Lack of strength, doesn't enjoy big matches, inconsistent, poor in the air, peripheral figure, good acceleration, good pace, balanced norm personality, natural in a couple of positions. Player could be successfully retrained as a right midfielder. Well, that doesn't help anybody. The only other thing I'm doing, I just want to have a look at the highest scouted player is this goalkeeper, who is nowhere near better than what we've got, so we're not signing him. But again, a left back here, 89 rated from the scouts. He's young, it could be good. Yeah, not too keen. That was another goalkeeper I was looking at. This guy, oh no, not this guy, Mikael Mert, is available. I just don't see him being better than Backpass at the moment. I don't want to go against Ken, but I don't see it, Ken. I don't know. Yeah, we just need a centre-back. I'm tempted. Let's go and have a look. This could be a longer episode, because obviously it's the first one of the season. If we go and have a look at the likes of Hajduk and just see Vraglavovic. I mean, he looks very good. Quality signing. Extremely doubtful of transfers. No interest in a loan. We wouldn't be able to afford him unless it was a loan. I mean, he's got some good stats, but we just don't know enough about him. Yeah, it's so tough. It's so tough. I mean, if we look at the second, and that's the other thing, because all these people are getting games from the big teams. None of them are really listed for loan, so you can't really make loan bids from the higher clubs. If we go to loan status and see who's listed for loan. Defender-wise, Marko Putnik from Rijeka would be a very good signing. No pros, no cons. Again, what's the point in signing him if we've already got 3 centre-backs that are better? And this is before Bubnik came in, so it'll be 4 centre-backs that are better than him there. I just don't, I don't see it. I don't see loans really helping us out too much this season. I mean, Lokomotiva normally have good defenders. He's okay. Not too bad. He's got a really long name, so let's have a look at him. And he's Brazilian. Left mid. Oh, he's not too bad, actually. Let's give him a scout. Yeah, I'm just not sure. And then, like, the other thing you can do is you can go into... go by the team that we've just picked. Go into Babok. He's one of our better defenders. We can go to comparison. Find similar players. And then these are other centre-backs that help us. List it by people that are interested to move their transfer, and there's no one there. I mean, we can get rid of that. He doesn't have to be a central defender as a role. I think we can lower stamina for a centre-back. There we go. Darko Djukic comes up. He's interested to move to us. Is it worth bringing him in? 23k. Not a very good start to the second league. Only played third league in Slovenia. Played 16 appearances for Triglav that season, but we don't have any knowledge of it. And this is what I mean. It's so hard. The stats he's got suggest he should be fine, but I'm just not sure. If you drop that down to 13, there's no one there. I mean, work rate, acceleration. We can drop acceleration off. We get a few more people. Bosnian Premier League. Marko Perkovic. I just don't know. It's just so hard to find these people. Bojic. I mean, Triglav aren't a bad team in Slovenia. Radovanovic from Domžale. Again, we can have a look at him. He's listed for loan, so we can at least get him on a loan. And then we might as well look at Albi Ala, the Albanian from Flamurutari in the Albanian Super League. We'll just scout them all. We'll scout them all, see what Ken says, see what Ken comes back. We've got 1.27k left in the wage budget, 100k plus 170k I think it is left in the transfer budget. So let's have a look. Martinez has been rejected, so we'll just completely discard him. We don't need to worry about him anymore. Rudez obviously going to be playing the 2-3-1 formation. Simonovic up front. I'm really worried because he could really hurt us. Mert could be coming in. Central midfielder. We've got the option to sign. Great teamwork. Great work rate. I made a bid for him. It's all been accepted. Would be a quality signing. I mean, look, a quality signing. You don't hear that very often. I might just have to back Ken Wynn's judgment here. He plays as a central midfielder, which is what we want. Good in a team, good personality, good understanding of the language, good bravery and work rate. Dressing room, he'll fit in already. Versatility, I'm not too fussed about. He can't mark people. He's very one-footed, which I don't mind. One-dimensional running hinders his ability to go past his man. That's not a problem. He would come in and be the best central midfielder that the club owns, and he would be second to a loanee from Rijeka. So I think we go for it, and it's still not... I've gone for it. I've done it. He's still not a £100,000 man, but he's a £95,000 man. And just in time, because Libert's got injured, so we'll leave that one to the physio. I think, judging by the time, Michael Mert's got injured. He's literally just signed. In his first training session, he's got injured with a twisted knee, for God's sake. Yeah, we're focusing a lot more on training and stuff now as well, calling that we're professional, but I think we're actually going to leave that episode there because it's been recording for a long time. I know we've only done one game, but I'm going to have to edit it up, and it's still going to be around 25 minutes, I think, after editing it. So we are going to leave it there. We'll be back for maybe Dynamo and the Croatian Cup first round. Maybe we'll come back there because that'll be a good mix to see how we do in the cup competition as well. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you with me again. Oh, I completely forgot to mention I'm selling merch. I'll do a bit more about it in the next video. But if you want to, links in the description below. I'm selling a few t-shirts and mugs and iPhone cases and things like that. If you want to get involved, support the channel so that you show that you're happy to support Cultured Left Foot, then go for it. There's 2 t-shirt designs, 1 mug and 1 iPhone case. So you can get them in a varied colours. Yeah, go and check it out. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.